Hello, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app today and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. Welcome into a remote version of CHGO Bets Daily. It is a super version of CHGO Bets Daily. I don't know. Can we use the word? Can we get a thumbs up both on the video? Hit the like button if you are watching, but also Lawrence, can we get a thumbs up? Can we use that term, or is it the big game?
No, we could say Super Bowl. I know DraftKings is the official sports betting partner of the NFL, so I'm pretty positive we can say Super Bowl. And I just did. I mean, if you look at their app, it's got the logo of the Super Bowl and everything. So hey, I think that works. Meanwhile, again, a local pizza place by me here in Elmwood Park, they sent a flyer through the mail, and it said Super Bowl on it. And it had the logo. I'm like, bro, Amados, you can't do that. That is not legal. I guarantee that you would be in trouble for that.
They're just,
do they care though?
They're testing the waters, man.
I don't know.
Like they're just, they're living on the edge.
I think you can do it with the NFL. Bruce Buffer, don't say those words. Those are the ones. Don't use those words. We're not ready to do that. But we could do this. We can get this out of the way. For new customers, sign up with code CHGO. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. All customers, again, can get in on the Super Bowl 57 excitement with the DraftKings Happy Hour Super Boost. We're saying Super Bowl because it is the official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57, like Lawrence said. Fantastic bets, truly. I mean, like, those are some of the best bets that I have for this show have come from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. Jalen Hurts or Miles Sanders to score a rushing touchdown at plus 100. Oh, love that one. You jumped in on the one first to score, right? You have Eagles first to score or Chiefs?
Yes, at like plus 150 or something like that.
I took the Eagles. I took the one yesterday where just one team to score 30.
Oh, see, I didn't like that one. I skipped that one.
I did it just for the sake of cheering for points. I feel like I think that it's more likely that one team scores 30 than the over happening. But I mean, if that makes any sense.
It doesn't though, because I mean, if a team scores 31, right? You know, it's 31-20. There's the 51 right there. But what I think too is, I mean, like you just need these teams to score 50. Like it could be a 28-24 game. Does that cash?
Yeah.
52. That cashes, and you can get that at minus 110. And you're just not relying on one team to get to 30. 30 is a tough go. I mean, we could look at the Bucs Super Bowl when they beat the Chiefs like 31-9. Like it can happen in lopsided games, but I don't know. I think with these teams being so close and this line just staying at like 2 points, I would just take the over, and that's why
the line for the Chiefs and Buccaneers Super Bowl was 3 points. So
lines don't mean anything in the Super Bowl. We know that.
I mean, it really
what was the Broncos Seahawks one?
I think that if the under hits and a team scores 30, then I think the Eagles blow the Chiefs out. But I don't think that's going to happen in terms of how the game script's going to go. I don't see the Chiefs blowing out the Eagles. So
I don't see either team blowing out either.
I think it will be close. I think that's most likely. But again, I took it just for the sake of cheering for points. So
cheering for points.
You're a charitable man, Cody.
I'm excited to see what they do today for happy hour or power hour. Is it power or happy hour? Power hour?
Happy hour.
Yeah.
Happy hour.
Just like
it is a cool promo. I like the idea of them doing that. So
I'm wondering if they'll do an MVP one, perhaps, or something.
They should.
You know,
they should, because the odds could be better for those quarterbacks.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
They should boost the quarterback MVP possibility.
Do you guys have any MVP? Did you guys talk about this on Wednesday's show about MVP betting?
You did.
Right? We mentioned it, but I didn't have any. I didn't take anybody. Do you have a lean? Cody said if you're going to take like Mahomes, if you're going to take the money line, basically, like if you're going to take the Chiefs to win, or if you're going to take the Eagles to win, just take Hurts or Mahomes to be Super Bowl MVP.
Better odds.
I fully agree with you. My one thing I was talking about with a few friends was that if there's one name that's not a quarterback, Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
I mean, just because of the fact that he's going to be front and center with him and his brother both playing in the game. So that's a name that they're going to be pushing that narrative out there. And if he has one of those 10 catches, 2 touchdowns kind of game, do they give it to Mahomes over him, or do they give him the
depends on
awards.
Stat line. If he throws for over 300 yards, doesn't throw a pick, and has 3 touchdowns, and 2 of them to Travis Kelce, I still think you give it to Mahomes.
Yeah, agree. Yeah,
I mean, it's not a guarantee that either of these players. I mean, I do like the idea of a pass catcher. If you do like Kelce, it's at 12-1. But the guy that I like, Devonta Smith has always been big in championship games. He's always been big in the playoffs. I like him 30-1. And we've seen Edelman win it. We've seen Kupp win it. It just really depends on how much that player's targeted. I don't know if it really depends on the quarterback necessarily. So I'm going to just stay away from the Super Bowl bet just because I am so strong on the Chiefs winning. I just have such a lean, and I'm not sure if it's going to be Travis Kelce catching like 3 touchdowns, right? But it could be, Patrick Mahomes not throwing an interception, 4 touchdowns, whatever. I'm going to stay away from that market, but I think there's a lot of interesting ways it could go.
All right, well, let's get into your best bets because this is fun. It's the best.
I have 2 parlays. You want to talk about my 2 parlays?
Yes,
run with it.
Well, one is is a Chiefs one, and the other one's a Eagles one. Okay,
go for it.
So I'll start with the Chiefs one because I think it's more fun, even though it's not as good as odds as the Eagles one. But I think it's more likely to hit. So they're both 3-leg parlays. All right. So for this Chiefs one, Patrick Mahomes over 14.5 rushing, over 274.5 passing, and Travis Kelce to score. With the boost that DraftKings is giving you, it comes out to plus 360. Without the boost, it's at plus 300. So it's not like plus 1,000 or anything like that. But at plus 360, I think that this has a really good chance to hit. So that's the first one. My Eagles one is Dallas Goedert to score a touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 5+ receptions, and Jalen Hurts over 34.5 rushing. That comes out to plus 350. With the DraftKings boost, it's up to plus 420.
Goddard 5+ receptions scares me.
No, I think Goddard's gonna have a good game.
Our guy Steven talked about this. What was it, Wednesday, Cody?
Yeah.
Just how the Chiefs are kind of giving up a lot of tight end receptions, and then Goddard, I think, has had 5 receptions and 5 targets in the past.
He's had a good postseason. Yeah.
Okay, I'm in. Let's ride.
That was good. Easy to talk you into. Yeah, I have a parlay as well. Goddard over 4.5 total receptions, Hurts over 10.5 rushing attempts, and then the over of 47. I don't know.
10.5 rushing attempts?
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be the final game, so I think he's going to go all for it, And I mean, they're most dangerous rushing when they're an option team. Per EPA, they're like 0.394, the best in the NFL per rush. And then on a non-option, they're like minus a point for EPA. So they're just more effective when Hurts is a part of that running option.
Yeah, you know for sure he's going to get at least 2 of the pushes, those like short yardage QB push plays. So
yeah, I mean, especially if they're down, I don't know if that's going to exactly favor the script. But
I was gonna say if they're down, they're gonna be passing, wouldn't they?
Right, but it could lead to more scrambles. So I mean, he had 7 games in the regular season with 10 or more rushing attempts, and then the last game against San Francisco, even though it was a blowout, 11 rushing attempts.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a Super Bowl. It's super.
This will be the first. I think this is the game where Jalen Hurts he becomes a dual threat quarterback again. And I think he'll have to for the Eagles to have a chance to win, in my opinion. I mean, it has been a cakewalk for them, but they got Brock Purdy in the NFC Championship, and then they got a Giants team that, played like they were a year ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This will be the toughest game that they've played in a while. So I think that they're going to have to just let it all out there. I mean, it's the final game of the year, like Sean said. I think that they're going to have to use him and his legs more than they have in the last month.
When was the last time Jalen Hurts had outside of the San Francisco game, over 10.5 rushing attempts? Probably had to be the injury. The week before? No, it was not the week before
the injury.
The week before the injury? Yeah. But can I get a specific game? It had to be an important game, right?
Was it
the Bears-Eagles game where he rushed 17 times?
Yeah. And that's surprising too, because he got hurt early in that game, and then they kept doing it.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That game, the weather was a big factor in that game, right? So
it was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I mean, it's going to be slippery. We've seen the playing field in AZ be slick. In the national championship, the TCU Michigan game, the guys were slipping left and right on that. So we might hopefully
they got new grass,
see it,
though.
but
they did get new grass. I know that.
That's good.
Yeah, those people out in Arizona need to get that turf right. Then I mean, this is supposed to be like weather conditions aren't supposed to be a thing in the Super Bowl. That's why they play them in a damn dome.
Super Bowl. Yeah. It's super. I got about. And I'm with Jordo in the comments. My best quote unquote bet is just the Chiefs money line. Don't be stupid. It's plus money for a team to win in the Super Bowl, and they have the best quarterback and they have the best coach. And I'm not bashing Nick Sirianni, not trying to bash Jalen Hurts. It's just fact. Patrick Mahomes is the MVP. Andy Reid has been there, done that, has won a Super Bowl. I just have more faith in those two players. I understand defense wins championships, but I don't think the Chiefs defense is necessarily a cakewalk. It really is important that their best part of that unit is their defensive line. So I do think they'll be able to affect what the Eagles want to do. And I really like the Chiefs money line. I got about a 4.5 units on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like $45.
I'm not gonna change your mind because you've been on this for 2 weeks, but I'm gonna take the Eagles. Please don't interrupt me whenever I say why. Okay? Because you like to do that. So I'm going to take the Eagles because I like their offensive line a little bit better. I like their defense is better as well. The Chiefs defense has played better in the postseason, specifically last week. Chris Jones had a great game against the Bengals. The Bengals offensive line was also banged up though. And the Eagles are coming in this game pretty healthy. Now, one thing that does scare me is the fact that, it's been a cakewalk for them. This will be the toughest game for them. Probably, I don't even remember the last close game that they had. But that's one reason why I want to take the Eagles. And Sean said, okay, you're giving me plus money with the best quarterback and the coach that's been there. Why are they plus money? That's the question here. Is that a little bit of a trap? I don't know. I don't think so. It's a Super Bowl. It's a 1.5 point spread. But there's a reason the Eagles are the slight favorites here, and they've just been the better team all season. And just to add to it, I think that them coming away against the Bengals, all of them were like talking all kinds of trash after the Bengals talked all kinds of trash, and it was almost like that was their Super Bowl in a way, because of what all those damn Bengals players were saying after they were beating the shit out of the Bills. So I don't know, man. I don't. I'm not saying that they claim they're going to go win the Super Bowl I guess the Bengals said they were going to go into Arrowhead and dominate.
Burrowhead.
But I will say that they only won by 3, and they won because Patrick Mahomes finally ran at the end of the game and then got benefited by a 15-yard penalty that put them in field goal range.
Harrison Bucker would have made it from the spot that he was pushed out of.
You are interrupting me again, Sean. All I'm saying is that that's a 15-yard penalty that, who knows, perhaps that game should have gone to overtime, in my opinion. So I'm not saying the Chiefs the Bengals went into Arrowhead and got blown out like a lot of people like to feel like. When that was a 3-point game. I'm just saying the Eagles have played like the best team in football all season. So to play devil's advocate, there you go. But I am taking the Eagles just because I just think they're the better team overall. And I don't think that Jalen Hurts is going to put them in position to lose. If they lose that game, I would say that their defense just didn't play as well as I think. Jalen Hurts won't be the reason they lose that game.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be the reason why they lose that game. I think Patrick Mahomes will just be the reason why they win. It's not even like the Eagles won't do enough. It's just they might leave too much time on the clock and he might have the last possession. I mean, that's usually what it comes down to. That's what it came down to with the Bengals game. That's what it came down to with the Bills game in the past.
Joseph Adai or Asai, whoever your name is.
He would have been able to hit that field goal where he was pushed out of. And also, I don't know who's talking about the Chiefs blowing out the Bengals. I don't think anyone's saying that.
Travis Kelce went viral the moment after the game, Sean.
What did he say? That they blew him out? When did
the whole thing with the mayor Are you kidding me? They were talking all kinds of trash the moment that game ended.
I know that. Yeah, of course. Like, why were the Bengals calling it Burrowhead? But I'm just saying, who said the Chiefs blew out the Bengals? You said that. You said that. I'm just saying that you said people are acting like the Chiefs blew out the Bengals, and I've never heard anyone say that.
The reaction after that game on social media, a lot of people felt like the Chiefs just went in there and dominated when they won by 3 points because of a freaking penalty.
I don't know. I just know the Eagles.
I'm not saying that they weren't going to win that game, but that, in my opinion, that game should have been going to overtime. I think we can all sit here and agree that the way that game ended was awful. We wanted more of that game.
Yeah. I mean, when I wasn't shocked that penalty was thrown. That was a penalty. He was out of bounds and they pushed him. They're going to call that 100% of the time.
I'm not saying
that I know.
I'm not saying that penalty was wrong. I'm saying that
like I said,
didn't run that entire game. And I said going into that game that him not being able to run was going to be the reason they lost. And then he finally did run, got a first down, but then because of that guy making a dumb penalty led to them getting into field goal range.
No, and like I said,
Bucker, that game probably goes overtime.
And like I said, where he was pushed out, where the penalty was added 15 yards, Bucker would have made it from where that penalty was spotted. No penalty or penalty. They were ending it right there. Bucker would have made it. Would have been like a 50-yarder. He would have nailed that.
So I don't know about that. You can't say that about kickers in the NFL, especially in the postseason.
I could say that about Harrison Butker. That guy gets paid.
Listen, I've had that guy on my fantasy team. That guy's missed some kicks before. He ain't perfect.
He's missed
kicks,
but I don't know if he's missed any big
kicks. The
like
Eagles have been dominant all year. They've been dominant
in the postseason. They went up against Daniel Jones for the third time this year, and they went up against Brock Purdy, who tore his UCL, and then Josh Johnson went in, and their best option at quarterback possibly was Christian McCaffrey. Yeah. I don't know the last actual true tough game that they've been in. Nick Sirianni's a rookie coach. Jalen Hurts is a rookie coach. They're a great team. They're proven. Nothing you said is wrong. I'm just taking Patrick Mahomes because he's the better quarterback and Andy Reid's the better coach. That's it.
That's fair.
I got another parlay.
I don't blame you. That's fair.
I got another parlay and a couple more fun ones. 19-1. Kadarius Toney first touchdown scorer. I know someone out there has a Kadarius Toney Super Bowl MVP bet as well. So Lawrence, going back to your whole point about Kelsey. I also have another parlay. Toney anytime first half touchdown scorer. Jalen Hurts under 1.5 passing touchdowns, and then the total over 50.5. That's at 27-1.
Nice.
I don't know, just taking shots in the dark at this point. And then that's it. And then the Eagles first to score, as we said during that happy hour. I got that at plus 150.
I like it. I think either way that we're going to get a great game. And if you want to play it safe, I think taking the over is the safest play. But everyone wants to bet aside, so I get it.
Chiefs are still 1-3 versus Burrow. That is true. The one though is the reason why we're talking about them today. Like what's that comment supposed to say? They won the game. I'm not trying to say anything else. They said Burrowhead, and then they couldn't back that shit up and lost. That's all.
Wasn't it the mayor that said Burrowhead?
Yes.
Did anyone on the team say that? No.
There was a player on the team.
No. Yeah, one of the DBs.
Like Hilton,
Hilton,
whatever his last name
Mike Hilton.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, and then the mayor doing the whole,
the mayor,
Joe Burrow. Yeah, right. No, but like the Bengals got way too big for their britches. Yes, they are 0-1 in their last one. Their record, their 0-1 is my betting record as well. It has not been a good week. I do have some bets for today. Yes. Cody, if you want to get into that, unless you have more Super Bowl bets you want to fire off.
No, I don't. I'm taking one game tonight. I got Quinnipiac -2 at Niagara.
Let's go.
Here we go. I'm going to the Blackhawks takeover tonight. And Law Dog, I know you're going to be there. You're going to have to help me figure out how to bet this because I don't bet hockey. So.
Dude, it's the Bedard Bowl. It's them and the Coyotes, both terrible teams. I was fully on board.
Do I purposely bet against the Blackhawks like we all been doing all year? I know
I was fully on board with the opponent to score first and win parlay. It was working like crazy, and then something's flipped in
the market's caught up.
December.
Vegas caught up.
No, the Blackhawks started scoring first all the time, and it was annoying. Like 7 straight games, and I bet every time on the opponent. So I've kind of stayed away from hockey. I don't know. I'm sure I could be swayed into doing either thing this evening, whether it's betting on the Hawks to score first and win, or the Coyotes to score first and win.
Maybe flip it. Maybe pick Hawks to win or score first, Yotes to win. I always love revenge game factors. Nick Schmaltz, right, is a Yote.
Of course, the Nick Schmaltz revenge game.
Let's go, Nick Schmaltz.
I do love a good revenge game bet.
So maybe you just take a straight for him to get a goal or assist, him to record a point for Nick Schmaltz.
I'm just happy that we're gonna enjoy some tasty
goose.
Yes.
Yes. I got a current parlay going on. AZ Alkmaar to win.
You're betting on AZ Alkmaar's soccer club
in the Dutch league. They're up 5-0, so I'm not too upset at that bet. And then
I'm gonna become a soccer guy next week because football will be over.
Let's go, Cody. And then I got Wolfsburg money line. They're going up against Schalke. That's at minus 120. Schalke. That one's at minus 120. It's a 0-0 at halftime. So we just need a goal from Wolfsburg. Let's go. We also got a little Teaser Town here. The tyrant of Teaser Town is actually on vacation. Looking at other.
Can a tyrant take vacations? Is that allowed?
Well, so the tyrant can download apps on his phone, and the tyrant. Maybe we can mute this for the DraftKings people. It's a different book. But hold on. So this book offers 3 teams 7-point basketball teasers, and it's at plus 194. So if I tried to, like in the past, what I've been doing in a different book was 16 teasers at plus 120. This other book is doing a 3-team teaser, giving me 7 points at plus 194. I feel like something's wrong with this. And Cody, I feel like there might be a little market to be exploited. So I'm going to share that info with you guys.
We should be sending this information to our friends at DraftKings so they can give us this option.
Yeah.
I don't think that. No, I think that our friends at DraftKings are really smart. I think the people that run this book are dumb.
I think you're using some like Nigerian prince's money right now. And
I'm just assuming this is your bookie you have on the side.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that anymore, Sean. We're a DraftKings program here. Let's keep it on.
Over 138.5 Xavier Butler, over 119.5 Siena, Mount St. Mary's, and over 133 in Northern Kentucky and Wright State. Efficiency has been crazy across college. A missed on a teaser last night on a half point on the hook, 143. And we are at 143.5 on the teaser. So we are looking for a 3-team teaser. It's a 7-point teaser. All on the overs. And then also I got Purdue Fort Worth. Fort Wayne. The Mastodons. I just know that the Mastodons. I got them on the money line at plus 160. They've already beaten Youngstown State this year, and now it's at Purdue Fort Wayne. I do like them at plus 160. I got a free bet because my same game parlay lost last night in the NBA. So I got a $10 free bet. And then I know, Lawrence, you've taken advantage of this, the opt-in 10-point early win for the NBA. I'm going to go with the Bucks at plus 110. If they go up 10, that automatically cashes.
Yeah, so just for anyone that's playing there, it's a money line bet, but if your team goes up by 10 at any point, like if they start the game 10-0, you've cashed already. So
happened for the Bulls last night.
Well, it also happened for the Nets last night, which is the side I took because they were plus 110 when I got it. That line was crazy. But I've been trying to find road dogs that are frisky. I've hit it 4 of the last 5 nights, including the Kyrie-led Mavs in Staples against the Clippers. They were plus 260, and they were up by 10 in the end of the first quarter. So that was my favorite one.
Would you go to that well again? Because the Mavs are plus money again tonight.
So I was actually going to kind of go through this with you guys. I feel like there's a lot of juice in this option because if you just look at road dogs tonight, we've got the Suns in Indiana. They're plus 120. I mean, Katie's not playing, right? He's still hurt. Isn't that true?
No, I think he's playing. I don't know. I saw something that people were boosting his debut.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he's playing, why would the Suns not be able to take a 10-point lead in Indiana? Right. or just win the game outright and then whatever.
Yeah.
So that's an option.
Pacers are
To Kevin Durant to meet team back in Phoenix after a road trip.
Fine, whatever. So I still think it's a maybe option though.
Devin Booker is set to return.
Yeah. Okay.
Tonight.
And Ayton and Paul still there, so I think that's an option. Who else we got here? The Jazz. Do we know if the Jazz are fully loaded yet with all their trade moves? They're +8 in Toronto.
Yeah, and that was that line was 7 when I first sent you, so that one is gone towards Toronto as well.
Yeah, and the Jazz are +265, but that's the Jacob Poeltl revenge game, I presume. There.
Poeltl is day to day. Anunoby's out for the Raptors according to ESPN.
He played for the Spurs, by the way.
Oh shoot, that's right. I'm sorry, I get those random Western conference teams mixed up. All right,
Jordan Clarkson, Damon Jones, and Juan Toscano Anderson seem to be the only people out for the Jazz. So they seem to. I mean, Markkanen should play. And I think Connolly seems to be all right out as well. Or Connolly is going to Minnesota.
The Jazz are pretty good, right? I know the Raptors are also going for it in the East, but I don't know. That's maybe an option there at +265 to get the Jazz to go up 10 early, maybe. What about the Mavs? Like we said, they're +4 at their +150 money line in Sacramento. Light the beam.
That line opened at 7 too. So I mean, the fact that it was at like +220 on the money line, now it's down to +150 with the news that Luka will play.
Well, that's actually annoying to me because I would like the +220 personally.
Well, hey, that's why I texted you. Could have when I first slacked you about this at 11 a.m. when Steven told you. Steven knew.
Honestly, I was in Bears hell at that point, so I missed that one. And then what else we got today?
I don't know. The Spurs at +190. The Pistons are bad.
The Pistons are terrible.
Could they not take a 10-point lead?
Though.
The
Spurs are really bad.
Yeah, the Grizzlies. So I like the T-Wolves just because they just scored 143. They have the ability to shoot the lights out.
Did the T-Wolves
last game? I think they just literally scored 143 points.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But what I think is just going up against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have been struggling recently. I don't know if the Timberwolves coming off of a hot game. Just scored 143 against the Jazz, 143-118, and they. So I don't know if that plays into this. I mean, the Grizzlies have been bad. They don't really play great defense. Ja Morant's not a great defender. Could they take a 10-point lead? Them at +225. I kind of like that.
And then we got the Pelly Pels at +130 at home against the Cavs.
Yeah. This would be the first of a back-to-back. They play the Bulls tomorrow, right? So,
yes.
Like maybe I don't know how. Maybe pay. I don't know if anyone's gonna sit out for them, but.
Zion was out on the 8th. I don't know if that's going to continue. Josh Richardson is also out. Ricky Rubio's out for the Cavs.
Honestly, I think it's Mavs with Luka back at +150.
I think it's Mavs or I think it's T-Wolves.
I really can't believe the Suns are dogs here.
I also – sorry. You don't think – who are the dogs?
The Suns, yeah.
The Suns. I can't believe they're dogs. That has to be a trap, or so many guys being out or something. I don't know. But.
The Pacers don't play defense. So that could be one where they go up 10 pretty easily.
Right.
I like the Suns or the Mavs on that with that promo as a possibility of it cashing early.
I would like DraftKings to give me 8 of these tokens.
I'm gonna go Mavs. I just hit Mavs.
I'll go Mavs too.
Best of luck.
The show is riding Mavs money line with the hopes that they get up 10 points early, so we cash out early and we can use our winnings to buy mini Goose Island beverages at the bar before we go home tonight.
Best of luck, friends, and I hope you enjoy your time.
Game's not till 9:10, so we need them to score the first 10 points so we can cash immediately.
Yes, give us a 10-0 run to start the game.
Come on, Kyrie.
God, what a win that would be! I need that like air to breathe, bro.
That'd be fantastic. Best of luck in your bets, gentlemen, and have a blast, of course, at the UC tonight. That's Lawrence Benedetto. Thank you for producing the show. That's Cody Delmendo. He's on the Eagles. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. I'm Sean. You can follow me on Twitter at what?
I said I hate it. I don't want to root for either of these teams.
It's your money. I mean, then
just root for your bets.
I got a lot of hate for both of these teams. Bet for overtime. All right.
Bet on overtime. Seriously. I mean, just bet for the best game. And then usually that gives you like 12-1 odds.
I can't root for Matt Nagy, and Philly fans are the worst people in the world. So
jeez.
I this sucks.
Oh God.
I do like the idea of betting on overtime, just having that force these fan bases to really just suck the souls out of their hearts out of their souls, or whatever the term is. I like that idea.
Hey, cheesesteaks versus barbecue. I'm in. Give me all.
At least they have good food. I'll give those cities that.
I'll take barbecue. I can't find overtime, so we'll have to talk about it later. Anyways, thank you for watching. We'll talk to you when we are millionaires on Monday.